I hope that African younger generations, we have come in terms to understand that IMF is one of the enemies of Africa. IMF is one of the tools in which the West are using. They don't mean well for Africa. Do you know that this IMF, before some of these African countries will ask for loan, IMF is already offering it to them even without them even opening mouth, or even without them even going through the normal process to request for it. IMF is already offering it to them. There's one thing African younger generations must understand. Whoever controls your economy controls your country. Because all this money you see that your countries are borrowing, or African countries are borrowing from IMF, through these monies they are borrowing, IMF, with the help, or the West uses the IMF to control the economies of these African countries, because they will control the economic policies that we made in those countries, or monetary policies. That means they have upper hands in this country. That means they are controlling this country. That is why you see that some of these countries cannot flourish. That is why you see that some of these countries cannot progress, because this IMF is equally borrowing most of these African countries money with the interest rate that some of these African countries might never be able to pay these loans back. So that is another form of enslavement. Yes, we must open our eyes, because this older generation, some of them are close to their graves. Some of them can't even live the next 15 or 20 years. This money they are borrowing, it is the younger generation's future they are mortgaging to the West and to the IMF. The younger generations must rise up to stop some of these borrowings by using some of the social media platforms in which they can create awareness to their people to protest online, or in any way they can to stop it. Because some of these elderly or older men will borrow this money. Tomorrow they will not be there. We will be the one to pay these monies back. Enough is enough. Yes, enough of this enslavement of borrowing of money. Africa is so rich that we can afford to be able to negotiate to get money on our own terms without this exaggerating interest rates. This is outrageous. This is wickedness. At the end of the day, the same people brought you religion. At the end of the day, the same people don't believe in the religion they brought you, and they are flourishing. And we, now our mumu done too much. Now we carry the religion for head. See as our continent be. Even we, where we carry the religion for head.